In a world often shaped by division and suffering, Pope Francis stands as a beacon of unwavering compassion, reaching out to the most vulnerable with a light that cuts through darkness. His life and words are not just teachings, but living examples of Christ's love in action. Through 7 powerful stories, we are invited into his heart, a heart that beats for the broken, the outcast, and the suffering. Each story reveals the depth of his empathy and dedication to healing. Paired with Bible verses and reflections from Pope Francis, these stories challenge us to ask, how can we allow Christ's love to guide our actions and transform the lives of those around us? Listening to the voice of the marginalized. In a world often divided by borders and differences, Pope Francis has consistently called us to listen to the voice of the marginalized, urging us to recognize the sacredness of every human life. His heartfelt plea to welcome refugees goes beyond a mere call to action. It is an invitation to reflect Christ's radical love. As Pope Francis says, we are all brothers and sisters, and we are called to welcome each other as Jesus has welcomed us. These words resonate deeply with the teaching of Jesus in Matthew 25:35. For I was a stranger, and you welcomed me. To welcome the stranger is not just an act of charity, it is a divine calling. When we embrace those who suffer and open our hearts to those in need, we are not only serving others, but we are also recognizing Christ in them. In welcoming refugees, we mirror God's boundless love for humanity, and through this, we come closer to the heart of Christ. Welcome to the victims of domestic violence. Pope Francis's heart has always been with those who suffer in silence, especially the victims of domestic violence, whose pain often goes unnoticed. He profoundly reminds us the church must always be a place of healing and refuge for broken hearts. These words carry the essence of Christ's own heart, one that is filled with mercy, compassion, and an unyielding desire to heal those who are crushed in spirit. Psalm 34:18 beautifully echoes this divine love. The Lord is near to the brokenhearted and saves the crushed in spirit. In these words, we are not only comforted by the closeness of God in times of grief, but also challenged to be his hands and feet in this world. As followers of Christ, we are called not just to sympathize, but to act, to offer a refuge, a listening ear, and a healing presence. To embrace those who are broken is to reflect the heart of Christ and to show that, even in the deepest pain, God's love and healing power are real, transforming lives and restoring hope. Let us, then, be vessels of this love, creating spaces where the broken can find peace, and the hurting can experience the comforting embrace of God's grace. Caring for abandoned children. In the eyes of Pope Francis, every child is a living testament to the beauty and potential of God's creation, deserving of boundless love, protection, and the opportunity to flourish. His words, every child is a gift from God, deserving to be loved, cared for, and to have a future, inspire us to see beyond the hardships they may face and recognize the immense value they hold. This message echoes the gentle call of Jesus in Mark 10:14. Let the little children come to me, and do not hinder them, for to such belongs the kingdom of God. These words are not only a reminder of the pure hearts of children, but a powerful challenge to us to care for them, to defend them, and to provide a safe haven where they can grow and thrive. In every abandoned child, we see a future that needs nurturing, a soul that longs for love, and a promise that deserves to be fulfilled. The way we care for these vulnerable ones reveals our commitment to God's kingdom. And when we open our hearts to them, we are not just offering protection, we are embracing God's own heart for His children. Let us rise to this call, recognizing that in loving these children, we are loving God Himself. Meeting and empathizing with the disabled. Pope Francis has consistently demonstrated a profound connection with those living with disabilities, always affirming that they are not defined by their limitations, but by their inherent dignity as children of God. His personal encounters with them are a reminder to all of us that every human being, regardless of their physical or mental challenges, is deserving of respect, love, and care. He has said, "Those who are marginalized in society remind us of the dignity we must offer to all human beings, regardless of their limitations." These words find resonance in the promises of Isaiah 58:11, where God speaks to us, saying, "The Lord will guide you continually and satisfy your desire in scorched places and make your bones strong." These verses not only assure us of God's unwavering presence, but they also challenge us to look beyond what meets the eye, to see the strength, the resilience, and the grace that exists within every person, regardless of their challenges. When we walk alongside those who are suffering, when we offer them empathy and support, we are reflecting the boundless love of God. Our actions become a tangible expression of the dignity He has bestowed upon each one of us. By opening our hearts and our lives to those with disabilities, we embrace the truth that we are all equal in God's eyes, and we are called to love and uplift one another as He does. Visiting a children's cancer hospital. One of the most touching moments in Pope Francis's ministry was his visit to children's cancer hospitals, where his simple presence became a beacon of hope in the midst of deep suffering. As he spoke with the children, he gently reminded them, God's love is stronger than any illness. In times of suffering, He is our source of comfort and hope. His words were not just a message of sympathy, but an invitation to trust in God's unshakable love, even in the hardest of times. These comforting words find their echo in the timeless promise of Psalm 147, verse 3. He heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds. This verse invites us to reflect on God's infinite compassion, which extends beyond physical healing to the restoration of the heart and spirit. In the face of illness and pain, we are reminded that our ultimate hope is found in the healing power of God, who cares for both body and soul. As we stand alongside those suffering from illness, we not only offer our compassion, but also become instruments of God's peace and healing. In our willingness to be present with those in pain, we reflect His love and offer a glimpse of the divine solace that only He can provide. Reconciliation among different religious communities. Pope Francis has long made it his mission to build bridges of peace and understanding between various religious communities. He continually emphasizes that peace is born from understanding, dialogue, and respecting each other's differences. In his approach, we see a reflection of the words from Matthew 5:9. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God. For Pope Francis, true peace goes beyond merely ending conflict. It is the active presence of mutual respect, empathy, and open dialogue. He teaches us that peace is found when we embrace one another's differences, not as obstacles, but as opportunities to grow together in understanding. In a world often divided by borders, beliefs, and backgrounds, Pope Francis calls us to be peacemakers, just as Christ taught us to be. By reaching out and building connections across faiths and cultures, we live out the gospel's message of reconciliation. We are reminded that the peace Christ offers is not a passive one. It is active, transformative, and inclusive. As we follow his example, we work toward a world where understanding and respect create a lasting peace, a peace that reflects the love of God in its fullness. Visiting the poor in Africa. When Pope Francis visited the impoverished regions of Africa, he witnessed not only the intense suffering, but also the incredible resilience of people enduring unimaginable hardship. In his encounters, he shared, "The poor teach us about the true kingdom of God, a kingdom of love, mercy, and service." His words resonate deeply with the message of Luke 4:18. "The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because he has anointed me to proclaim good news to the poor." These moments with the poor were not just an opportunity for Pope Francis to witness their struggles, but also to learn from their faith, hope, and unwavering spirit. Despite living in extreme poverty, they reflect God's mercy and love in profound and humbling ways. Through them, we are reminded that the kingdom of God is not defined by wealth or power, but by humility, service, and compassion. Pope Francis's message calls us to go beyond mere charity and to embrace solidarity with the poor. As followers of Christ, we are urged to walk alongside them, to share in their burdens, and to serve them as Jesus did. In doing so, we embody the love of Christ and help build a world where the poor are not merely recipients of our charity, but partners in the kingdom of God. Pope Francis's words and actions echo a powerful and transformative call to all of us, inviting us to live the heart of the gospel in our daily lives. His example challenges us to go beyond mere sympathy and to actively welcome the marginalized, heal the brokenhearted, and serve the most vulnerable among us with love and compassion. Each act of kindness, each moment of mercy becomes a reflection of Christ's infinite love, drawing us ever closer to his kingdom. As we journey through life, may we find the strength and grace to not only embrace these teachings, but to let them reshape our hearts. Let his love flow through us, becoming a source of healing, hope, and transformation for those in greatest need. In answering this call, we become instruments of his peace and vessels of his grace, bringing his light into the darkest corners of the world.